This is the new Banshee device by the Wired Hatters. Right now it's running GhostESP version 1.9. Just a disclaimer that this is a pre-production model that was sent to me for free by Billy at the Wired Hatters. This is one of the first handheld devices to use a dual ESP32 setup with the ESP32 C5. That means you finally get native 5 GHz Wi-Fi support on a portable device with a display, as well as it's one of the only dual ESP32 devices where both ESP32s can communicate with each other, which means you get brand new attacks and new ways to control your device. So on the Banshee, you've got a bunch of things. First of all, you've got the infrared receive and send up here. You've got an Ethernet jack, which is hooked up to the ESP32 S3 chip. You can use for scanning, all that goodness. You've got a SD card slot there. I've got a GPIO slot for the NFC. You've also got a USB-A slot for hooking up a USB keyboard to the S3 chip. You can use to control the UI or input text directly into text terminals. There's also a UV light and a flashlight built in. You can toggle it on with this button here. That's the UV light right there. You can use this switch on the side to toggle it to the flashlight, and then you can just toggle it back off with this switch on the front. As of right now, the Banshee also has an accelerometer, touchscreen, compass, NRF24, an M5 compatible Grove port, has stereo microphones, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a small 0.7 watt speaker built in. Unfortunately, these features are only available on the production models that are going to be sold to customers, and we can't really develop for or show off these quite yet. This will change in the future as we get the production models to develop for. So with the two chips on the Banshee, you have the C5 chip connected to the display, the infrared, the NFC, and also the controls. You've got the joystick controls here, and you've also got encoder controls down here. And you have the S3, which is hooked up to the Ethernet and also hosting the GhostNet Wi-Fi interface. The two chips communicate over UART using GhostLink. In the new 1.9 update, there's actually a dedicated GhostLink terminal here. You can enter the menu, send a status command, and on the right you can see the S3 logs right here, and on the left you can see the logs from the C5. So you can easily keep track of what both chips are doing, both on the same screen. The Banshee is also set up by default, so the GhostNet Wi-Fi is only enabled on the S3 chip. So what we can do is we can go to our mobile device, we can connect to the GhostNet Wi-Fi, go to ghostesp.local, and you head over to the GhostLink tab, and then you have full control over the C5 remotely, which isn't possible with one chip. This is only possible because you have two chips that are connected to each other and are able to communicate. If you've just picked up a Banshee, there's going to be a first-time setup wizard with GhostESP now. It'll help you get your device set up, customized how you like. You can enter your access point SSID. Just click done to set it to GhostNet, the default. Done to set it to the default. You can select your region for channel selection in scanning and attacks for Wi-Fi. Select your time zone. The screen timeout, how long you want before your display turns off. This one will do 30 seconds. And also the theme. For now, we'll just keep it to bright. We have 3 menu layouts you can choose from. For now, we're just going to keep it to list and terminal color. The idle animation for the status display up here. Let's change it. Why not spiral? I like that one. Nice. The Banshee pretty much has everything GhostESP supports. You get like all the features in one device, essentially. One of the new features is actually Ethernet. I'll show you how to use it real quick. We can go to our GhostLink tab, scroll all the way down to Ethernet, and we just grab our Ethernet cable here, plug that one in. However, you can see it's lit up. Go to Ethernet info, and we can see the status is up. Link 100 megabit full duplex, our MAC address, our IP address, gateway, DNS, DHCP server. And with Ethernet, we've got the new fingerprint scan, we've got the ARP scan, of course, port scan, DNS lookup, ping scan, trace route. You can sync the time over Ethernet, which is pretty useful. With the GhostESP 1.9 update, we also have some new Flipper Zero passes included for MeFair Classic tags. We can just go ahead and grab our PN532 module, plug it into the side of the Banshee facing up. You can see it's lit up here. Go down to NFC. We'll do a scan. Just grab our flipper over here, which is emulating a NTAG card. We can see it popped up with NTAG on the top. And just click more. And we can see it decoded the URL from the tag. We can go ahead and save that one. And then exit out. And to top it off, we also have the infrared receive and send. You can use the same remote and universal files as the Flipper Zero. If you want to easily download them to your device, you can head over to ghostesp.net/irdb. You need to be in a Chromium-based browser like Chrome. You can't use Firefox as it doesn't support web serial. To easily download them, you can just plug in your device with a USB data cable, find the remote file you want, searching. I'm just going to choose the top one. You can click send to device, select the C5 chip, download the file, send to device. Perfect. Now we can just go to our remotes here. You can see we have the LG remote here. Look through the buttons and send that one. Perfect. Nice. The Banshee feels like a really big step forward for ESP32 devices. The dual chips that can communicate with each other, the native 5 GHz support, you've got NFC, infrared, possibly sub-gigahertz in the future, the NRF in the production model coming soon. You've got the USB-A port for controlling a keyboard. You've got the flashlight, you've got the UV light, you've got 2 displays even, and the RGB up the front. 2 input methods. I mean, what else could you ask for, pretty much? If you're interested in devices like this, I definitely would keep my eye on the Banshee. You can learn more about it at banshee.ghostesp.net.